Today we met by video conference to discuss the increasingly concerning situation in Belarus, and we express one clear message. The European Union stands in solidarity with the people of Belarus, and we don't accept impunity. On August 9th, Belarus held elections. These elections were neither free nor fair and did not meet international standards. We don't recognize the results presented by the Belarus authorities. The people of Belarus deserve better. They deserve the democratic right to choose their leaders and shape their future. In the wake of these elections, Belarusians have taken to the streets with mass protests and strikes, from ordinary families to students and factory workers. The violence against these peaceful protesters was shocking and unacceptable. We condemn this brutality and expect a full and transparent investigation. Any violence must be avoided. This includes any repression and violence against those seeking to engage in national dialogue efforts. Strong civil society and independent media are key elements. Civil society and opposition actors engaged in discussions of political transition must be protected from arbitrary arrests and violence. The protests in Belarus are not about geopolitics. This is in the first place a national crisis. This is about the right of the people to freely elect their leadership. We stand firmly behind the right of the Belarusian people to determine their own fate, and the EU will impose shortly sanctions on a substantial number of individuals responsible for violence, repression and election fraud. We call on the Belarusian authorities to find a peaceful way out of the crisis by ending the violence, de-escalating tensions and launching an inclusive national dialogue. All parties, including third states, should support such a process. We will continue to follow the situation closely and stand ready to contribute to efforts to peacefully end the crisis. The EU fully supports OSCE proposals for dialogue in Belarus and is ready to provide assistance to further them. To conclude, I would like to address the people of Belarus directly. We stand by your side in your desire to exercise your fundamental democratic rights and in your desire for a peaceful, democratic and prosperous future. We had also the occasion to raise the situation in the Eastern Mediterranean. And this question and relations with Turkey were raised by different member states. We expressed our full solidarity with Greece and Cyprus, and we called and reaffirmed our previous conclusions on the illegal drilling activities. We agreed to revert to those issues during our meeting in September. All options will be on the table. Finally, we raised the events in Mali. The events in Mali are of deep concern and can have a destabilizing impact on the entire region and on the fight against terrorism. Nous avons eu l'occasion également.
We also had a chance to discuss the situation in Mali. We are extremely concerned by developments. We believe that the stability of the region and Mali and the fight against terrorism should be an absolute priority. And we would call for the immediate freeing of prisoners and for a return to the state of law. We also believe that we should continue with our efforts at close cooperation with the various institutions and the African institutions involved. so that we can come to a solution which is directly linked to the aspirations of the Mali people. Thank you.
President, we will now turn to the President of the European Commission,